Welcome to the Reformed Athlete. My name is Coach KP, and this is your home for everything training like an athlete in life after sport. Now that you don't have your sport anymore, let's get right into the episode. Welcome back to the Reformed Athlete Season 2, you guys. As you can tell, if you're watching the video, we are laid out comfy cozy, which means one thing and one thing only. It means we're keeping it freaking real today. I just had my coffee. I am lit up with energy right now. So get ready because we're going to deliver a very, very powerful message today. Before I get into that powerful message, I do want to mention that as of today, I am enrolling for the playbook. This is my 4-week Build Your Way to Athleticism challenge that I ran back in December. It is backed by popular demand. People absolutely popped off in December, so I'm bringing it back this March 2025. On Monday, March 3rd is when it officially starts. Now through February 24th, if you enroll, you can get pre-sale pricing. After the 24th, it goes back to regular price, and then we are starting on March 3rd. So if you guys want a program that's literally going to take you through 4 weeks of building your athleticism, from the foundations to the coordination, to the power, to the stamina, to the endurance, everything, this is a perfect starting place if you've been looking for how to start training like an athlete, but you're not sure how. Definitely go to the show notes. There will be a link there to join the program. Otherwise, you can message me directly and I'll send you the link. Just tell me you're interested in joining the playbook and I got you. All right. Now let's get into the powerful message. So today, this was a requested episode, and we're going to talk about something that is actually vitally important. So I'm glad this was requested because this will change your life, and we're not even going to sugarcoat it. This will change your life. And today we're talking about the power of intention, okay? This is the concept of the intention behind what you do really matters. Now, when I was talking about the individual that requested this episode, they were saying, they've heard the phrase that showing up is half the battle. Well, he happens to disagree. He says, yeah, I guess showing up is half the battle, but the more important half of the battle is why you're showing up. And I couldn't agree more. I talk about this with my athletes all of the time. The way you show up to your workouts is a massive, massive influence behind how the workouts go. Yes, just showing up sometimes is the battle of the day. Sometimes you're overwhelmed by life. You have a ton of stuff going on. Getting to the gym was the last thing you wanted to do. You thought you weren't going to be able to do it. And then bing, bang, boom, you got yourself to the gym. Pat yourself on the back. Doesn't matter how the workout goes after that. You got yourself there. Fantastic. While I agree, sometimes that is a massive celebration because truly getting to the gym can be the biggest step, the biggest hurdle sometimes. I want to take this a step further because if you're going to get yourself to show up to the gym, if you're going to get yourself to put on your cute little workout set, to tie up those sneakers, to drive your ass to the gym through hell or high water, whether it's snowing outside, it's freezing, it's raining, or whether you live in California and it is moderately misting and that's the most inconvenient thing that's ever happened to you, it doesn't matter. You got yourself to the gym. You did all of the hard things. You put your hair up. You might have tried to do it in 17 different ponytails and just thinking it looked like shit the whole time, but you overcame your hair dysmorphia and you got to the gym. Been there, done that. I get it. It's a battle. I personally understand deeply. Now you're sitting in the parking lot. Now you're going through that contemplative phase, but you walk through the door. You scan your little key card. You're there. You're in the gym. You're just starting to put your headphones on, choosing your playlist that's going to light you up, and you're going to go do your workout. This is where, when you have the mindset of getting to the gym is half the battle, you go, okay, well, it doesn't really matter what happens from here. I'm here. I guess I'm proud of myself or whatever, but screw this workout. I just don't want to be here right now. So you just half-ass your way through the workout. While again, sometimes that's a celebration. Sometimes that's a victory. I want to challenge you. I want to push you because that's what I'm here to do. Guys, I'm your coach. I'm not here to give you a pat on the back and be like, oh my God, good job. Yes, I am proud of you. And this is where I challenge you to find your next limit. This is a very common theme I talk about with my athletes. We find your limit, we find your capacity, and we push 1% beyond it. Let's now talk about the fact that since you got yourself to the gym, you may as well take the most full advantage of this opportunity as possible. Be proud of the productiveness you've had so far. Be proud of the fact that you're here. And let's take it a step further. Let's make sure that now that you're here, we make the most of it. And the way you're going to do that is through your intentions. This is through the way that you are going to choose to show up inside of this workout, okay? So If you show up with the intention of saying, I got to the gym, I'm just going to go through the motions, do whatever I can do, get through it as best I can, and at the end of the day, I'm just going to go home after that, whatever, at least I can check it off my to-do list. There is technically nothing wrong with that, because you're still doing the workout, you're still doing the difficult action. What I challenge, though, is that a positive experience? Are you gaining from that? Are you leaving the gym feeling great and feeling proud of yourself for doing the hard thing? Or are you leaving the gym going, I guess that was good. I guess that was good effort. But you're still in your little mindset. You know what I mean? I feel like that sound was very descriptive. I feel like if you know, you understand what I just said. So when we talk about bringing intention into our workouts, we're talking about seizing the opportunity in front of us. Going in with the mindset of, I'm just going to see what I can get out of this, as opposed to the mindset of, let me see how much I can get out of this. Let me see how much of myself I can bring forward into the situation. Let me see how much I can put into this workout. Let me see how much I can challenge myself. This is a moment for you to say, I did half of the battle already. Now let me finish this battle as a winner. I don't just want to burn the boats and then suddenly you're like, okay, but here's me waving my white flag. If you're going to burn the boats and get yourself to the gym and put on your cute set and get through that ponytail battle, you best believe you want to put your full freaking effort into that gym workout, because your intention matters. If you go in saying, you know what, I'm in a crap mood, I don't want to be here, but I'm going to freaking do this anyway, you are not only going to have a way better workout, like trust me, that workout's going to be so much better, but you're also teaching yourself so much about what you're capable of and about your ability and your resiliency. Because at the end of the day, and I will stand by this forever, your workout, your exercise program, the moments you're in the gym, these are the moments you are learning so much about yourself. In a world where 95% of our routine is the same day to day, the gym is an opportunity to be a little bit different. Yes, maybe you show up to the gym 5 days a week, but it's a moment to learn more about yourself every single day. In a monotonous work schedule, in a monotonous routine, in a life where we do so much of the same things every day, why not seize the opportunities that we have in front of us to learn and grow and develop and make ourselves different, to improve ourselves from the inside out? When you can start to see your workouts as the opportunity that they are and not just the item to check off your to-do list, your intention behind each of your reps, each of your sets, each exercise within your program completely changes. And I get it. This is an uphill battle sometimes. There are days when I go into my workouts and I'm just like, good Lord, all I want to do is get through this. If I get through this, I'm going to reward myself with something because God knows I didn't want to be here. And then there's other workouts where I feel great. And of course I have a great workout because, the conditions happened to perfectly align this day. What is so helpful to master and such an important skill to develop is to develop the skill of, I'm going to show up with the same intention every single day, no matter what. That is extremely important, and I want you to sit with that. I am going to show up to my workouts every single day the same way, no matter what. It does not matter if today was stressful, if today was great. It does not matter if I am on my period and the last thing I want to do is be here, or if you are in your follicular phase and you feel like you could conquer the world. Ladies that get it, you get it. It doesn't matter what the outside circumstance is when you step into the gym, when you step onto that rack, when you step onto that bench, when you step into the ring, whatever your specific gym is, whatever your workout environment is, when you step in with the intention of showing up with the same energy, the same mental fortitude every single day, regardless of what is happening in the world outside of your workout, this is when you get so much positive growth. And let me remind you right now, coming from me personally, this does not mean that every workout's going to be perfect. This is an uphill battle a lot of the time. Life lifes. Period. Life lifes. And you can't control that. So trying to go in and control your attitude every single day is noble, and I suggest it, and this is what I'm telling you to do, and it's not going to be perfect every day. You and I both know that. We are not in the game of perfectionism anymore. We are not saying that we only had a successful workout if we had the best mental fortitude we've ever had in our life. No, but it is the intention to go into the workout with the best mentality possible, regardless of what is going on in life. I had a coach that really stressed this. He was a Muay Thai coach, and he coached me last year, and he made sure to give us that lecture often because he needed to repeat himself so much because this is a difficult thing to do. But he would say, I don't give a flying fuck what is going on in your life outside of the gym. When you step through that door and you put on your gear and you come onto this mat, whatever's happening in the outside world doesn't freaking matter because you're here to train, you're here to get better, you're here to develop your skills, and at the end of the day, like, no one's crying for you. I get that can be harsh to some people, and they're like, wait, but I'm going through a really hard time. I kind of want some sympathy. You can have sympathy and push through your workouts. This is a concept that has been something I've been working on a lot, in particular the last couple of years, is like, people love you and people want the best for you, and people will always hope and pray for the best for you. So like, yes, everybody has your back. Everybody is going to have sympathy for you if you're going through a tough time, sometimes empathy, whatever. People love you. They care about you. They care about your emotional well-being. And everybody's going through shit. Everybody you're in the gym with, everybody that you're in your workout class with, whatever it is, they're all going through something. And everybody still decides to show up and get their workout done anyway. So no one is out here, giving you a small parade or a big cookie for the fact that life is hard outside of the gym and you showed up and you did your workout inside of the gym. You can give yourself that validation. You can give yourself that pat on the back. You can go buy yourself a big cookie, like, I don't care. But the point is that your difficulty outside of the gym doesn't have to come into the gym with you, because the gym is a moment to release. The gym is a moment to step away from the outside world and to just be, to just experience, to just get your work done and allow your body and your mind to have a physical outlet, to get some of that stress, anxiety, overwhelm, whatever it is, out of your body. And once again, I cannot iterate this enough. I am not perfect at this at all. I take stuff with me outside in life into the gym with me all of the time, because this is a very difficult skill. So we're full circling back to the fact that leave your shit outside of the gym, come into the workout, come in fully ready to do your absolute best. And again, full circling back to the concept of this comes down to your intention. When you're going through a breakup or a divorce, when you're going through a difficult move, when you're going through a job loss, when you're going through losses in your life, whether that's people or situations or whatever it is, when you're going through difficulty and you feel like you're being tested to your max outside of the gym, coming into the gym with the intention of, this is my time to just be, this is my time to get the best out of my workout, this is the time to push myself and challenge myself and continue to develop that skill of learning how to push myself a little bit more each time, builds resiliency within you. This is the whole point that I need you guys to understand. This isn't just to be like a total hard ass, you suck, just do it anyway. Like, I am not that gal. I am not that type of coach. The type of coach that I am is the coach that wants the best for you. And when you can develop your resiliency inside of the gym through the mentality that you have during your workouts, this is when that resiliency channels into other areas of your life. This is when you can be more resilient during work stress. This is when you can be more resilient during personal life challenges. This is when you've seen yourself show up for yourself during difficult times and do the work anyway. And so when it comes to things that aren't just workout related, but life related, you trust yourself and you know that you have your back and you trust your ability to get through this situation because you've done it before, just in a different setting, in a different capacity. There is not a single downside to building up your resiliency muscles, because the ones that you flex inside the gym and that show off with this amazing athlete body are the same types of skills that you're going to translate into getting through the breakup or the divorce, into getting through the job loss, the life transition, whatever it is. It's the same thing in different clothing, and the more you can build that trust and reliance on yourself, the inner knowing that you've got this, that you've got your back, that you can do this, the more you build that, the more you develop it, the better you are able to navigate through life's ups and downs. And that's really important to understand. And I want you to know that you're not getting pushed by your coach because they hate you. You're not getting pushed by yourself because you're the worst and you want to change who you are. You're pushing yourself in the gym because you love learning how to get through challenge. Your coach is pushing you to your limits because they know that you're capable of more, and they know that you are going to be able to use these skills everywhere. It's all from a place of love. It's all from a place of trying to get the best out of you. So going into your workouts with intention, with the intention to to get the best out of yourself, to give the most that you have, to not just show up and half-ass it, but to show up and do your best, whatever it looks like that day. Because this is a whole other podcast episode, but your best changes all the time. 100% one day is going to be 40% another day, is going to be 75% another day, is going to be 10% another day. But giving your best, because that was the intention you put behind it, is always going to build and develop that resiliency muscle. Because you know you have nothing to regret. You can't look back and go, I should have tried harder, because you gave it your best. I hope this makes sense. I hope this lands for you. This is the exact type of message that I help a lot of my athletes with, because again, we're lifelong athletes, and that doesn't mean we're competing in sports anymore, but it does mean that we're navigating this big old game called life. And the better you can develop these skills, the better you're going to be able to get through life. It is a direct correlation. So take that as you will. Save this podcast, because you're probably going to want to listen to it again. I'm probably going to listen to this a couple of times because I need to hear this all the time. Like I said, when my coach was telling me, leave your stuff outside of the gym, come in and get your work done, I was so burned out at this point. I was going through a lot in my personal life. I was definitely dealing with a lot of, sleep deprivation and losses in my life and difficulty with work and everything. And I would get mad at him. I'd be like, dude, you have no idea what I'm going through outside of the gym. You just want me to push that all to the side. That feels very invalidating. And I realized that carrying that with me into the workout wasn't invalidating any of the experiences I was having outside of the gym. All it was doing was ruining my outlet for the day. So once I learned to actually, accept this lesson into my life and to understand that my intention behind my workouts was always to do my best no matter what was going on outside of the gym, that's when I started to get more out of my workouts, and that's when they became an outlet for me again, not just something that I had to check off of my already overwhelming to-do list. So I'm coming from such a personal place with this, and I'm coming from a place of learn this with me, because if I told you I was doing this perfectly right now, I'd be lying and I'd be a big old hypocrite. I am actively learning this lesson with you, and because of the difference I've already seen it make in my life, please allow that to land with you and understand that as you start to practice this intentionality and this mindset, you too will notice the ways that it is able to improve your life. So I'm coming from a place of love. I'm coming from a place of extreme empathy and understanding that we're in this together. I'm your coach and I'm also your teammate. There doesn't have to be that separation. I can tell you exactly the lessons that I've learned. I can make sure that you stick to it. I can hold you accountable, but we got to do the same thing for me, because we are in this together. And that's the beautiful part of having a team of former athletes. That's why I love my 6-month coaching program, Athletic AF, because in that program, we are a team going through this together. We're in the group chat. We're talking to each other. We're supporting each other, but we're also venting together. We're getting through life's challenges together. And yes, I'm your coach, and I'll tell you exactly what to do, and I'll give you my best tips, and I'll tell you what I can help you and support you with as a coach. And you guys are able to do the same thing back for me. So it's so important to understand that nobody's perfect at this. We're all developing the skills together, and improvements can be made if you consistently practice this over time. So take a moment, consider what intentionality means to you, what your intentions behind your workouts have been lately, and what ways maybe you can start to shift this. You can start to improve it. See what you need in your life and go from there. And that's our podcast today, guys. Save this episode because, again, you're going to want to listen to it again later. Set it as your freaking alarm clock in the morning. I don't care. Also send it to a friend, because I know that this will be so dang beneficial for a lot of people to hear. So send this to somebody that you think would need to hear this message, which is probably anybody. Like, send it in your little group chats. And again, if you guys want to join the playbook and get a feel for these types of messages, I drop these messages every single Monday. So that's 4 weeks of getting messages specifically directed towards you, just like this. It is linked in my show notes. So go to the show notes and click on that link. Again, pre-sale through the 24th. It all kicks off on the 3rd, and I'm very excited to see you guys in there. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Reformed Athlete. I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day.